Hello there. I'm just going to get started going once again. Let's get the full screen projector going. Nice. So, last time I streamed, I was saying that, I'll stream again tomorrow night. And that's the video, that's the exact clip that I posted out on social. And then I didn't last night, because I was having a bad day. I had a bad day again today, but it's Friday. So we're going to play some Symphony of the Night. The weekend's here. It's time to actually kill Dracula. In the inverted castle, finally. And we got quite a bit of exploring to do. Trying to go for all the trophies to get the platinum. So let's get to it. I think the last thing I did was beat the giant bat boss. And when I did, one of the things that happens in the inverted castle, there's 5 bosses to beat. And when you beat them, you actually get a relic of theirs. And one of 5 treasures. You need all 5 to get the true ending of the game. And all of them, as relics, become technically equipable items. So I got the Ring of Vlad, which increases my intelligence by 10. You can turn those on and off, and it basically just boosts your stats. So right now my intelligence is plus 15. Not that I really use spells or anything that would use intelligence, but something worth pointing out, I guess. So, in Castlevania Rondo of Blood, the whole thing was that humans were like, hey, we love this Dracula guy. We actually think it kind of sucks that he was killed by these Belmonts over and over again. We want to worship him and bring him back, so, like, they did that. I think some of it was that they were under the influence of Shaft. Like, Shaft is like this dude who's always around Dracula, bringing him back to life, and he has like this cult of people always. Like, that's always their goal, bring Dracula back. But in Rondo of Blood, you then kill him, and then many years pass, and then Alucard and Maria get drawn back to where Richter has now made the castle his own, and has essentially assumed the role of Dracula. And we just beat Shaft's influence out of Richter. And now we get to go fight, eventually, actually Dracula. But it's still the same gameplay of going through and exploring and finding cool items to upgrade your gear and your abilities. I have decided the next game that I will be playing on stream. I don't know that it's important for me to keep it a secret at all or reveal it here, but I think I'll wait till the end of the Symphony of the Night trophy run. It's a game that I've been meaning to play for a while, but I've owned for a while. It's on Game Pass now, but I bought it on a sale on Xbox a long time ago. I bought it on the Series X because I was like, oh, this will be a great showcase for what the Series X can do. And then it just kind of sat on my hard drive and I never played it. So I will be looking forward to playing that game when the time comes. And it's kind of... there's a reason I'll be playing it next, and I'll get into that later. But for now, we have an inverted clock tower to take care of. you're talking more. You gotta... Do you have an upgrade? Level 7? Eh. You'll get there, buddy. I seem to remember the inverted castle having a lot of HP and MP and... or HP and hard ups. I guess there aren't any MP ups. Your MP just increases, I'm assuming with one of your like magic related stats, or just equips. Again, never really cared for magic in these Castlevania, Metroidvania style games. Always just went for whatever the highest attack stat was, regardless of what the weapon was at the time. This'll happen. I was trying to moon jump. I guess I'll stop trying and start flying. That's the thing. You go bat form, and then all of a sudden you get hit more, and you get turned into stone, then you breaks your flight path, and... Anyway. Yeah. Forgot about the... Oof. No. Okay, there's a quickie. And we got one down here. And there's a quickie. I know there's another quickie gear in another room, but I don't know if I have to... I don't know if that one counts for this room or not. Just go up and see if the door's open. It is not. Okay. That's a fun little Easter egg. Every now and again, when you get turned to stone, you get turned into a big, like, demon form version of Alucard. who I don't think you see in any other time, just like only in that instance. I have something for this. Just never get turned into stone. Okay, there's a quickie. I probably don't even have to do this room. Okay, there's quick. Go all the way back up to the top of the room, back into the other room, see if the door's open, and if not, hit those ones again. It is, thank God. Looking forward to not having to wear the Mirror Curious again, or deal with those enemies. Got a moon rod. I don't know if that's much better or not. Lunar markings. It's better than the holy rod, but the holy rod does holy damage. I don't know if the moon rod does any sort of special damage, but I'll equip it for now. There's no hurt, I guess. I feel like maybe the holy rod had more range, because it had like a little explosion at the end of it. Okay. Let me... eat some steak. Damn. Some of the more fine button prompty things in these games, very difficult for me to pull off. I've never been like a fighting game person, so like inputting commands for special moves and things are just not really my cup of tea. There's a lot of like quarter circle forward kind of things. I'm gonna go back to the other rod I had. Holy rod. Oh, the bastard sword is better than the Mormakill. Okay. Again, I was using it because it had dark attribute, but it's fine. Yeah, there's a move specific to the Richter mode run that I will have to do for the Platinum that requires you to do some, like, quarter circle forward attack stuff, and that's just never been my bag. I cannot play fighting games to save my life, and inputting some of those more finer commands were just not my deal. I can never really consistently pull them off, but you need some of that for platforming in the Richter playthrough, so I will have to either get good or deal with it. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it, though. Check the map. Nope, we got some open areas. Okay. Bat time. Same bat time, same bat place. Bat channel, sorry. Luminous. Is that any better than... Nope. Worse. Cool. Was it better than the Holy Rod, though? Yeah, slightly. But in that case, I'd rather just go for the Moon Rod. But I don't like rods. I like swords. Let's go with the sword. So I think maybe it has some sort of effect. Other than just physical. Come on, box. Fill in, please. It's happened multiple times where I can't fill in some of the map, but then I leave the room and it fills it in. I'm pretty sure the Dragon Helm is one of the better pieces of armor. Yeah. Your intelligence goes down, but again, don't use intelligence. My attack goes up 52 and to 46. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just keep that on for a little while. And I don't need the mirror anymore, so... Let's see... Yeah, the walk armor still has everything else beat. The cloaks are fine. That's just sellable. Okay, Sunstone. Yeah, so now I have the Moonstone and the Sunstone. So right now the Moonstone is effective. If it were ineffective right now, if the Sunstone being equipped did any better than the Moonstone, then I would just equip that. And basically just keep those two in rotation at all times. Yeah, so the room filled in. Up. Okay. I'm going to try to get to a save as soon as I can, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of stuff nearby that can kill me pretty quickly, but I think this is a save right here. Yup. And we're going to get into some farming. There's an enemy in one of the upcoming areas that drops one of the best weapons in the game. So I won't have to be guessing with numbers anymore. I won't even pay attention to numbers because the attack stat is a little bit lower than some of the more powerful weapons. There are weapons that have way higher attack than this, but it's a special property. There are other weapons in the game that have similar properties, but this one is by far the best. Although they commit very hard to the inversion of the castle, clouds are on the bottom. And it does still look like it's raining down, but that's just because I'm used to seeing rain go down. It probably is going upwards. I think this one's a warp. Yup. They don't give you a freebie, though. Already tried that in the top warp up by the entrance to the inverted castle. Jacobones. I was waiting my turn all patient-like, and then you had to come in and do that. Losers. Sick, 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 sick. Put my drink up on my desk so I could reach it easier. Alright, back into the library. We got schmooze. Lions. So we got lions and scarecrows. Oh, that scarecrow, it's really messed up. It's like, instead of being a vertical classic scarecrow who's like on the stick standing up, it's like pierced through its stomach. So its corpse is just like hopping along on the stick. I think if you wait a while, they do slowly move down the pole, either in this version or in other Castlevania games. I think it's other ones then. But yeah, it's pretty messed up. So we're gonna be here for a while. Hopefully not, but... Yeah, see, this is like a lady's body, and it's like pierced. It was like pierced through her mouth. Ugh. Yeah, sometimes the model will be slightly different. The guys are pierced through the torso, and the ladies are pierced through their whole body. A little nasty, but I mean, Dracula is based on Vlad the Impaler, who was a dude who impaled people, so I guess it makes sense to have some people on sticks. Forget exactly which enemy drops it, but I know one of the enemies in these two rooms does it. Yeah, so the schmooze drop it. Those little ghosty boys. There are more of them in that first room that I went in. So we head back there. Probably faster to just farm this one. 5, 7, 9, 8. 5601. Almost 200 XP for each Smoo killed. So it's still a good farm, too. And Sword Boy is just hanging out there. Getting tons of XP as well. Good for him. What level's he at? 13. Up 5 levels from the first time I checked at this stream. Doing pretty good. Eventually it starts to change, like, its design slightly, I'm pretty sure. It gets some extra little details on it. It is going well, Serena. I got to a point where I can farm this little enemy, who will drop one of the best weapons in the game. So I'm working on that. Damn. Ideally, I'd try to get 2 of them to drop if I can. Because at that point, I won't need any other weapon for the rest of the game. Later games in the franchise, I don't know if this one does or not, because it doesn't even show you, like, when you go to equip a weapon, like, it'll say in the description if it has some sort of other component to it, like the Holy Rod. It doesn't say that it does holy damage, and nowhere in the stats does it show, like, holy +5 or anything like that. But later on in the franchise, they started to show different types of damage, like swords would have thrusting or slashing attack damage, and then there'd be like hammers and maces would do like smashing damage instead of slashing, and enemies would have weaknesses based on all of that, and resistances. And enemies in this game do have weaknesses and resistances to certain elemental damages, but I'm pretty sure like most standard weapon attacks, as far as I know, like there's no weakness or strength against slashing. There are certain enemies that just have really high defense, and like no specific type of weapon damage does anything to them more than like sometimes you have to find like, oh, they have some sort of elemental weakness, and like that's the way to take them on. But for the most part, you can brute force your way through, and the weapon that's coming up doesn't have any sort of affinity to it. And something that I feel like the Metroidvania games kind of didn't start it, obviously. They're not the first games to be like, oh, what if you had a fire sword? But the systems, I think, carry over pretty well into, like, the Souls games. Which I can't wait to play on stream someday. What's the sword level at? 18. Keep working on it, buddy. It's great because you leave the room and come back and he'll still be mid-animation. So it'll just hang right there between me and where the shmoo spawns, so sometimes it'll just kill it. There have been a couple times where I've been farming this weapon and it has dropped and I have reset the room because I'm just so used to working the grind. I should probably be picking up the money that it's dropping because there is an item that I need to have a lot of money to buy. 25 bucks isn't too much though. I won't go for the red bags. I think the yellow bags are 100. I'm just so ready to walk out of the room because it didn't drop. Try again. Oh, no. We got ramen. That's nice. I had ramen for dinner. So we'll hang on to the ramen that I just got. Because eventually, when I get the duplicator, I think when you have the duplicator, any single-use item you just have infinite of. You don't have to like have multiple potions in your inventory. You just equip a potion and the duplicator, and you just can use an infinite amount of potions, or throw items, or food items, or anything like that. It's very OP, but it's very expensive. They knew what they were selling. That dirty librarian. I think it's probably doing less XP now, so 7455. 7397. It's dropping a bit slower. Fine by me though, because my level is 35. It was like 24 when I got into the inverted castle. Things progress a little bit quickly, a little quicker in the inverted castle. Said I'd get the yellow bags. That was a orange bag and worth 50. I want the yellow bags worth 100. But if I am trying to get money, I should be probably trying to get them all. Come back here. Drop my sword. Draw thy long sword. I'll never forget 9th grade when my English teacher phoned it in so hard that we were actually doing Romeo and Juliet in class, and he just played the Leonardo DiCaprio Romeo and Juliet movie. So that was my only exposure to Romeo and Juliet in like a film and or play format. And I didn't read it, so it was kind of my only exposure to Romeo and Juliet. I think he did play like an old movie. So when they did the "Do you bite your thumb at me, sir" scene, I was referencing that. I was pretty into that moment. Still not getting these bags. I'm still just falling into the trap of leaving the room quickly because I want to get the weapon. It's gonna happen. It will drop and I will leave the room. Oh wow, he killed the lion. Oh yeah, he... Whoa, that's a massive increase. Level 25. Good for you, little dude. I'll let you kill more things. Go after the lion again. See if you can kill it. Come on, buddy. It's a good little chunk of XP for you. You can do it. Take a drink. Oh wow, yeah. 22 damage. Now what are you at? Still 25. Okay, not bad. Do I have anything that I can equip that will increase my luck? Luck's at 30. I don't think there's anything really in this game that'll increase your luck other than, like, the accessory items. That's another thing they did in other games with this formula, is that other pieces of armor would actually give you stat boosts and other things. There are ones in this game that'll increase, like, your intelligence, your constitution, yeah, your intelligence and constitution, but luck, I feel like, is a rare increase from items. And it is still in other games, but you'll, like, get a headpiece that does, like, +1 to your luck as well, which is helpful. Any little bit helps. But there is going to be a piece of Dracula's body that I get from a boss in this castle that will give me +10 to luck as well, so everything gets boosted. I keep not getting that money. I'm at almost 20k gold. Need a lot more, I'm pretty sure. I always get thrown off when sword kills the enemies from a distance before it has a chance to get me. Should probably drop down and then do a little short hop, just so that I'm on the ground already. So if there is money, I just have to walk left. And I can't just walk right to walk out the room. That's probably better. Safer. What is sword at? Level 30, wow. You're really climbing the ranks, bud. Nice. Even faster. Just go right after jumping. We don't want faster, we want safer. I'm gonna move back to the short hop method because I do need that money. Dropped a gauntlet. I think that's a punchy weapon. Come on, back up. $34. Getting there, buddy. Let me... heal thyself. Hey! Running on schmooze control. Oh, I get it. Running on schmooze control. Ha 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 ha. The Chrysegrim. Countless blades. Dice enemy. Yeah, so it is slightly better than what I had equipped at the time. Or no, it's worse. 52 out of 58. I think for that reason I will equip it in the Bastard Sword slot, so it's the same. Oh, no, hang on. That also changes the button that I use to use it. And I want it to be on square. Okay. So this is what the Chrysegrim does. Basically, as fast as you can press it, it just makes these things appear, and it does not have a startup or slowdown animation at all. You can be moving while doing it, and it just... Like, this is one press. There's like 3 attacks. And it hits like 4 times just in one press. But you can just be moving and spamming it, and just don't have to worry about much else anymore. Yeah. Cheap, maybe, but now I don't have to worry about certain things. And I would argue less cheap than certain other, like, actual exploits in the game. Because, I mean, this is a weapon that they put in the game. They knew how good it was, so... It was intended to be played this way, technically. Everything in the Inverted Castle, at least in my opinion, is kind of like a reward for having done what needed to be done and, like, followed the actual story enough to get here. But, like, thank you for playing our game the way that we intended you to. There's more story still, so please stick around, have some fun with these cool new weapons and items. They may be overpowered to some, but they are fun. It's not like you one-hit bosses, you still do have to actually have some strategy. Some, not a lot. Resist potions? Early on when I was playing this game on PS5 here, I was reminded of how I was noticing that the trophy names and objectives were very familiar. And that's because the last time I played this game, when I played it on mobile, they had achievements in it. And those achievements are probably the exact same as the ones that are in this version. Just without the Rondo of Blood stuff. Achievements. This is PlayStation. They're trophies. forget what level the sword has to get to for you to get the inventory version of the sword. I think it might be either 50 or like 75. But he's climbing quick. 36. Neutron bomb. And the battle. Power increases with gameplay. I don't know if this is a sword that I ever used. A lot of the like, oh, this sword has this unique gimmick, I just never touched. For one reason or another. You get so many from like exploring in the second castle, because there's no, as far as I can remember, there's not like many upgrades that you get in the inverted castle that are abilities that you need. Like, I already have the bat form, the fog form, and the wolf form. So I'm pretty sure most of the upgrades in the inverted castle are like health upgrades and just items. So like you'll beat a boss and you get to the room after the boss, and in the first castle it was like, oh, this is where you get the Jewel of Open. It lets you open locked doors. And this one, since you already have it, you just get some sword. Which is neat, because there are some cool ones with unique properties and such. I'll never use them. I'll just use the Chrysogrim for the rest of the game, but, you know, neat that they're there. I'll equip them in the other slot just for fun, just to say I did. In fact, if I have it... which I don't think I do yet. I would like to put the... let me see where it is. Need to get the okay, I did not know about that. I will have to, at some point, make a executive decision to return to the regular castle. There are many secrets that I totally forgot about, or just haven't done in so long that I forgot. Yeah, so like in the regular castle, in here was the bat form, but you just get this ring in this castle. Strengthens power of cross, so if I was using the cross sub-weapon, it would make it stronger. I think there's one of those items for all of the sub-weapons in the game. I'm not positive. Or specific ones. But again, no need for sub-weapons when I have the Chrysogrim. I am going to do the thing that I need to do now. I don't want to make any more forward progression without having this other weapon. So the fast way back, use a library card, and it just takes you back to the merchant in the regular castle.
Young Master Alucard.
How about
If there's
this?
anything I can buy that I would need right now. I don't need to buy any of these spells because I could just input the commands, and once you do, you unlock them. I'm pretty sure. I don't think I need anything from you, sir.
How about
But I
this?
can start selling some gems. Oh, there is a glitch for selling gems where you can duplicate gems. I remember doing that on the mobile version, having learned it, and I was like, oh, let me just not worry about selling a whole bunch of jewels that I had to make. But I'm not too concerned about it. I think I'll just make the jewels. If it proves to be too annoying, then I will just glitch it if that's the case, because I don't want to be sitting here having beat the game probably either at the end of this stream or the next stream, and then like the one thing left is just farming jewels. If that's the case, I'll totally just glitch it because I'd want to move on to the next thing. Okay, we want to go to... I think it's the horse. Yep. Okay, so apparently it's... you have to fly through this little hole as the bat, and walk through as the wolf. Something like that. I'd have to do it the other way, who knows. Nope, it's open. We got a life apple and the jewel sword. Nice. So now... the jewel sword Transforms enemies into jewels. So now I have the random chance of when I attack enemies, instead of just getting money from them as a secondary potential drop and their item, they have a chance of dropping a random jewel. I don't think any jewels are specifically tied to any like class of weapon. I'm not positive on that. But just having the chance, if we got a Zircon already, just having the chance ups the chance. You can also do like a magic attack that'll spawn gold. Get a trophy for it. Let me go back to the inverted castle. We will continue making progress. Like the one thing that I ever farmed for in this game. In the other games, there are some items. Every enemy has like at least 2 drops, and this is kind of the same, but it's more pronounced in the other games because the other drops are usually required for like a quest or for crafting, because there are some of these games that do have crafting systems. And most enemies need to be farmed for one reason or another. Just for giggles.
The Dark Priest shaft. He's trying to revive Dracula at the center of the other castle. Hurry!
Richter is very concerned about his shafts. Yeah, it's kind of messed up if you don't come back to the regular castle and then warp it. Like that scripted animation after having defeated the ball controlling Richter forces you to go over and like go up in the Pillar of Light and go into the inverted castle. But if you never come back, you never unlock that little bit of map above the teleport. So you can be in the inverted castle all day long, finish up the entire castle and still be missing some percentage of map and not know that it was right there. I know I thought that once I got into the inverted castle I could never come back. But not the case, fortunately. Warp is up top. I think I won't use the warp though. I think I'll go this other direction. See what's in the former chapel area. We've got some tombstones to contend with. Or walk through. So many Waka knives. I feel like my inventory is full of them. Should be near where the Hippogriff boss fight was. I think so. Which means there'll probably be another boss fight now. I think it's Medusa? I remember this area being very annoying before I discovered that the Chrysogrim was a weapon that you could get. Yeah, what's up, Snake Lady? Dead immediately. What a boss fight. Heart of Vlad. Avoid curse, so that I don't have to ever worry about equipping and using the uncursed potions anymore. They do other things than just that. Just increase your stats. But I'm pretty sure there is one that increases your luck by 10. Could be wrong though. Been a while. The way these panthers charge at you, it's kind of annoying, so you have to be like crouching, but then like also do the downward diagonal attack to get in their hitbox with a lot of weapons. Not the Chrysogrim though, it just kind of kills anything in front of you. The hitbox is still pretty much the sword hitbox, so there is a little bit of not being able to hit. There's like some gap in your hitbox below you. But not many enemies can sneak below that. So... not too big a concern. Man, we want to go to there. And the other time that we equip the Spike Breaker. New cloak. Black cape for vampires. Okay, let's get rid of the Spike Breaker. Back to the walk armor. This would go into the inverted version of Orlox's quarters, which I'm not ready for yet. I kind of want to clear out this whole area first. I want to be somewhat methodical. It's easy to be able to miss stuff. I'm pretty sure I missed a ton of stuff if I missed the If I missed the jewel sword in the regular castle, I'm sure there are plenty of other secrets that I missed in both castles. There will be a cleanup phase where I consult maps that people made 20 years ago in MS Paint. If I was a big streamer and I had 7,000 people watching me while I was playing, I would also enlist the help of chat. But it's good that I don't have that many people watching because I'm not getting constantly backseated, so that's pretty good. Blessings and curses to nobody knowing me yet. Should be a warp. Oh no, back to the arena. Remember when that guy was a boss? Now they're just standard enemies that walk around. Again though, I want to clear out that area first, then move on to these other areas. That's how I think about the game, by its specific chunks. The imps are kind of annoying because they do take over your body and just make you attack. Not difficult to defeat, though. He had like a whole complicated thing, and I just gave him no time of day. What's your unique animation and attack, sir? Okay, you tried. Max up. Okay, there's some more stuff to get here. Fill in the map. Okie doke. I know for a fact, I think that I am missing... I'm either missing an ability or I will get the ability in this castle, but I'm pretty sure that there's a... there's an upgrade for the fog form that... or the mist form that turns you into a poisonous gas cloud instead of a regular gas cloud, so as you move through enemies you damage them. So you turn into like a cloud of green smoke as opposed to white. But... I don't know which version of the castle it's in. I forget. If it's even this game. Yeah. There's one bat power-up and one mist power-up that I'm missing. I'll get them somewhere. Not sweating over it. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. We got a really cool boss coming up. Cool, disgusting, take your pick. But I like the boss. This is like one of the first areas in the game, or at least one of the first bosses in the game. And it was it was Slogra and Gaibon, the dragon dude and the bird man with the spear. And it starts out and you see like these flies coming at you. It's Beelzebub. He's just a corpse hanging in the rafters on chains. He's a big old corpse man with all these flies around him. And he's got hooks through his mouth. It's very disgusting. But unique and cool. So it kind of makes good on the satanic symbols that were on the walls. Ring of Arcana. I think that one... Yeah, the Mystic Pendant. What does it do? Increases MP restoration rate. Ring of Arcana increases rare item appearance. So instead of just increasing luck as a stat, it just boosts item appearance. Whatever that means. Like, you would think that it would just contribute to the luck stat. There's usually always an item like that in these games. It's like, oh, this one just increases your ability to find rare things. So we'll see what all that does. This one's for you, Alex. You'll be watching on YouTube. Instead of going this way, because I'm pretty sure that leads to the corridor through the center of the castle. Let me fill out the rest of this area. Get all of its secrets. Goddess shield. Level up. Another one of the used to be a boss, but now it's just a regular enemy walking around. The lesser demon. 9436. $9435. Not much XP. Fire shield, nice. I guess the rare drops ring is actually helping me out a little bit. Not that I'm going to use a shield. What level am I? 40? Okay. What level is sword? 40. Nice. We're level brothers. And soon we'll be sword brothers. I probably could just do the spell now, but I feel like there's also a level threshold for it for whatever reason. I know there's not. I'm sure there's not. Life hack. Drop a hot save. Alright, well, back up. I guess. job, little dude. Oh yeah, that's why they don't give you a lot of XP, because they summon more of themselves as one of their moves. So it'd be pretty cheap if you could just sit there and farm the same enemy over and over and over again without having to even switch screens. I think down is the way out. Yeah. I needed it too, wow. Somebody hits on those spikes. Was not paying attention or being careful. Seven, 726. 7725. Just not getting a ton of XP from those dudes. They are kind of first castle enemies, though. The ones that drop more XP, I'm pretty sure, mostly located in the other areas. Could have a warp here. Save and a warp. Yep. Slowly filling out the map. Talisman. I think that's something unique and good. May absorb damage taken. I like the dropping extra stuff, and the Moonstone is doing too much for me right now. The King's Stone I did get from an enemy that will increase my strength by quite a bit. I don't think I need it. Yeah, I don't need all those other stats. I think attack's what I need. 74 damage for this thing. Yeah. Having to spam it less for bosses is going to be not a help. It's not that I need it, but it'll be fun. Watch him die even quicker, like that Medusa fight. Oh, and I can go back to the librarian and try to get the other items from hitting his chair. I was talking on the other stream the other night about how Bloodstained feels like more so Symphony of the Night than the other Metroidvania games, or even other Igavania games. And as a testament to that, the merchant librarian in that game is a reference to Alucard. There's a guy named OD, and he very much looks like Alucard. He's not like a full-on merchant. He has books in his stock that are kind of like the relics that you pick up in the Inverted Castle here. That'll give you like passive plus 10 to luck or plus 10 to strength. But like a library, you can only rent a certain amount of them at a time. And as you progress through the game, you can get like... You start off only being able to rent 1 book, then you can rent 2 books, then 3, then 4, and then 4 is like the max. But if you get full castle completion, like full map completion, plus all the bonus, he shows up and in a specific room as a boss. And if you beat him, he's a very tough fight, probably tougher than the final boss, some would say, because he has a unique time stop ability where he just freezes time and rolls up to you and smashes you in. But if you beat him, he's like, "You have bested me, you are now my master. I can no longer impose a limit on you. You can take however many books you want." And from that point on, you can just take every book in the inventory, and your stats are just crazy boosted the entire rest of your playthrough. Granted, you might not have that much left, because you've already 100% of the castle. But there's other things to do. There's a lot of crafting in that game. Like, I would say crafting is about half of the game. I think the Terminus Est is a good weapon. Yeah. I don't need the Jewel Sword right now. I know I went all the way back to get it. But I guess that's more of a completion thing now. Who wouldn't want to use a pink sword? I think it does poison damage. Yeah, poison executioner's sword. I think it's the same secret activation method. Fly through it as the bat, walk through it as the wolf, and secret passageway open. A zircon, an opal, and a barrel circuit. Circlet. Yeah, the gold circlet restores HP by holy damage, so restores HP by lightning damage. Very situational uses. Therefore, I will just count on never having to use them. Do I want to go underground? I think I go straight across. I think I go back up, which is down, and then go across the castle that way. For now. It will be more annoying to climb the vertical shaft in the center of the castle to get to the catacombs, but I can always warp back here. Little by little. It's not a whole ton of palette swapping in this game compared to some of the other ones, I feel like. But I could be wrong. I feel like it's not too populated with enemies that I've already fought before. There's definitely a bit of it going on, but not... Kind of just introduce more enemies and make stronger versions of the ones that you've faced before. Or place them in different areas that makes it more annoying. Like the Medusa heads in the previous room. Or the Gorgon heads, sorry. Medusas don't turn you to stone, Gorgon heads do. If they're even counted as the same enemy. Sometimes they are different. And distinct. Let's just make the two sections of map kiss. Invisiboys. That's that room cleared out. Back to progress. Oh, like back to prog rock, am I right? No, I'm not. Let's not do that. $144. That was a bad test because it was that close to the level, so... I'm pretty sure... Okay, so I'm at 5568. Don't die. Ooh, that was close. Do I have another one? No. Okay. 5568. Ooh, 993. These are the guys to farm. But they do a lot of damage. So I'm gonna 1-2 kill a few. I'm pretty sure there's a... I think I do need the clock sub-weapon that I was trying to hold on to, but at some point I lost it. Oh, here we go. I was trying to hold on to it for the entire first castle as soon as I got it, because I knew I would need it in the regular version of that room and the inverted version of that room. Other than that, I rarely ever use the sub-weapons anyway. But it did prove useful in a lot of times in the certain clock towers and such. So. But thankfully they have a little restock room up here. Sometimes they do just open on their own based on the clocks ticking. I think that way is the zone, and this way is the warp. I think I could also go back in that room and equip the gold and silver rings to open the way to the place that I need to open to beat Shaft. Let me do another save real quick since it's close. Because I don't know if there's like another bad ending that you can get. I don't think there is. But I'll try it out just because. There might be a bad ending where you beat I think there's a boss fight with Shaft in the center. That eventually becomes a boss fight with Dracula. But again, I forget. Then maybe I farm Guardians to get ridiculously overpowered. Who knows? Who can say? Or does it not even open until I get... Yeah, I probably have to get all the Dracula body parts. It wouldn't make it that easy to go and face the final boss. Yeah, so you gotta get all the body parts, because the whole idea is that if you were to beat Richter and it destroys the castle, but Dracula's body parts are still alive, and it's kind of like Horcruxes, like as long as those are here, they can still be used to bring back Dracula. So you need to like take all of the physical pieces of his body which are still trying to be used to resurrect him, Shaft has, and he's like scattered throughout this castle to protect them. And you have to go find them and equip them, and then beat him with them, and then all's well that ends well. For now. Let me eat some meat. Smoke some meats. Pot roast. There we go. Yeah, so up here would go to the catacombs underground. But I don't want to do that yet. I think I'm going to go all the way over first. Pretty sure one of these is a heal room. It carries away. Try to go clear up the outer wall first, since that's a finite and smaller and closer area. Oof. Those spikes will get you. Just keep forgetting about them. I just really don't want to eat the ramen. I'm just going to make a break for it. And try to get to the outer wall. Because that's what this room does anyway. I'm pretty sure there's a close-by heal once I get there. Because there was the boss that was Doppelganger in the first castle. And that has a little mini area with a heal. There's no more spikes here, so nothing's gonna just outright do 70 frickin' damage to me. Just some annoying weeds. Okay, back to the castle outer wall. Don't even need to save, get a life max up. There's a way here for a small single room with a breakable wall and a dim sum set. Nice. I'd like to get dim sum sometime. Have not had it. Still trying to get some pho from a new pho place in town. And I will have that opportunity this week. Which is very exciting for me. It's been a long time since I've had pho. I saw a TikTok the other day that got me kind of hyped on it, so. Okay. Stop trying to jump on that tiny platform. It's not a platform, it's a lie. Nope. Okay. let's go back out. And there's the door that I used the fog to get through. I keep saying fog, but the game calls it mist. I guess I'm used to... I'm not used to, but I'm thinking of straight up Dark Souls fog doors. Which is another ironic thing, that you need fog to pass through these doors. Again, not fog, but... The connections run deep, if you're looking for them. Would I go so far as to say that Dark Souls games are just third-person Metroidvanias? No, probably not. I still would not consider them that. I would still just say that Dark Souls is a third-person character action game with RPG elements. And leave it there. There are other games that do Metroidvania more than a game like the Dark Souls games. Because Dark Souls doesn't really have, like, oh, you need to double jump to get up this high ledge. It's kind of just, if you can see the high ledge, you probably come from that way later and just unlock a shortcut. Thanks, the creature. Tooth of Vlad. Even picking up dude's teeth. Strength plus 10. And even more damage. You ever just collect your dad's rotting body parts so that you can kill him again? What's that about? Castlevania is filled with daddy issues. Okay. We'll just run back through the long corridor room and make upward progress. Level 45, attack 87 on the Chrysogrim. You love to see it. Grapes. Alucard like grapes. Saw one of those TikTok recipes for grapes recently that I was just reminded of because of the grapes that just dropped, where people are apparently taking Jell-O packets and grapes and kind of getting the grapes wet and then putting the Jell-O packet, like just the dry Jell-O mix, in with a bag of grapes and then freezing them so that you get like frozen flavored sugar-coated grapes, which sounds like diabetes waiting to happen. And I'd be willing to try it. It just seems like a lot. Maybe actually too much. It's like the cotton candy grapes that they sell seasonally are even sometimes a bit too much for me. But then again, when I found out about them, I was working at a grocery store at the time, and I bought a whole bag, and I ate like half of the bag on my lunch break, and then I had stomach pains the entire rest of my shift. And I don't think I've had them since then. Even though I know it wasn't the grapes' fault, it was my fault for eating so many of them at once. You wouldn't think grapes, something that you'd think to be healthy, would be a thing that would give you tummy trouble, but I guess anything without moderation can give you tummy troubles. It's just life. Just love the underground conference music. It's so atmospheric. Okay. Peanuts. You thought there was going to be another boss fight with another succubus. But there was not. Just peanuts. I think there's a trophy for obtaining and successfully eating peanuts. There's a weird way to phrase it, so I'm assuming maybe like sometimes if you try to eat peanuts, like there's some sort of skill-based element to it. So I'll wait till I get the duplicator to eat the peanuts, so I can have infinite peanuts and infinite peanut attempts. Or it could just be the fact that it's a reference to something. Those sell well. What level are you, buddy? 47? You're close to 50, where you may have your sprite upgrade and or become an equipable weapon. Or nothing will happen. That's also possible. I think that is boss, and this is bonus. I do remember this being very difficult to clear out the map in these rooms. Because you can't just endlessly jump in the water. You do just still have a double jump. And then you also have the gravity boots, so... Sometimes when I leave a room where I couldn't get everything, it'll just fill in when I leave, but not that time. Not happening. I'm assuming I just have the gravity jump in all those spots. Oh, here we go. Force of Echo. Now the Echo in the bat form actually does damage to enemies. So just a faster attack for the bat. Alright, let's get to some of these sections of map. See if that does some of it now. There we go. It's like very specific spots that if you use your gravity boots in. Let's try the rest of the room. Oh, see, I didn't even know this was a thing. But Wolf can swim. Wow. I had no clue. I was learning something new about this game and like little mechanics here and there that like I never would have thought of. It's a game that I can come back to years and years later and like still find a new thing. Which is rare, I think. I probably could have kept just gravity jumping my way in and like trying to get little bits and pieces. But that works a lot better. Boss time. Another doppelganger. My first doppelganger fight was much more difficult. He has no chance this time. Oh, you turn into a bat, do 1 damage to me. Good job, loser. Nice. Come on, sword. There's some good eating in here. Level 47 still. Okay, it's taking too long and not paying off well enough. These guys drop sushi. Because they're octopuses. Octopi? Dark Blade. Which I was not having anything equipped. Sword forged by elves. Wasn't the other... There was another one recently that was... Sword forged by elves. Yeah, Luminous. Yeah, so Luminous is like the holy sword, and then the Dark Blade is like the dark sword that was forged by elves. Okay.
Dark Metamorphosis.
Sushi, got some. Nice. Okay, I think I'm going to do the rest of the underground cavern area before I go further underground into the catacombs. Gotta get that mushroom. So wonderfully just learned, I can now swim in these areas and get all the completion. Oh, we don't have to yet. Hillerfish is still upside down because the water's upside down. Hilarious. Alright, next room. so up back there is the way to the catacombs, so we'll avoid that for now. Okay. Come on. Just so used to pressing the bat transformation button to make jumps. The bats can't fly through crashing walls of water. Yeah, so there are multiple katanas in the game, like this one, that do... You can like do this animation that like also does multiple quick cuts, but it's less reliable, in my opinion, than the Chrysogrim. Does do more damage, generally. There are other katanas like it, with like similar Japanese names. But again, the Chrysogrim, still just easier to use. More quality of life over damage. Where are you at, buddy? 49. Almost there. If there is there to be. I guess it makes sense that the wolf would have like a doggy paddle. Nice. The real Alucard shield. So now I could, if I wanted to, do the Alucard shield there. And then the... Do I have the shield rod? I feel like I do. Yeah. I don't exactly know what the button prompts are to use the shield rod special ability stuff. Oh, there we go. Just like casts a pillar of light and like has all the shields appear behind you. I'll use it on the next boss I come across. And I guess I'll just keep the Alucard shield equipped for now, because I have no reason to use any other weapons, so... Just keep the shield up. Gotta get that in-between room. Doesn't count till you leave it. Not counting at all? Hello? Why are you blank on that? Weird. Let me try going a couple rooms past it. Alright, now we're good. Weird. I guess it was just that, like it counted that I was still in transition between rooms. Yeah, back. And then down the waterfall. And left more. Oh, sounds like Buddy leveled up. Level 50, yup. He's making new sounds. Let's see what his sprite looks like. Oh, I forget. Yeah, you have to... Once they level up, you have to re-equip them. He, like, left. Now he's got, like, these sick...
You must be the one foretold to wield me.
He's got these sick spikes on the side. And now... See, he said, you must be the one foretold to wield me. And so now, I have Sword Familiar. And I can just equip him. He's got like this cool glow on him. But doing so means that you can't have him as a familiar. So let's turn him back on. And have him just keep following me around. I don't know if he gets new animations or attack patterns, but I think he does become a little more aggressive and more target-seeky as he levels up, just in general. As he has been doing. Same thing again, used to be a boss, now just a regular enemy. Even if it's not... Even if the stats are different, it still feels cool because it's like, oh, I had so much trouble with this particular boss in the past. Now I can just trounce him in a couple hits. And it's another one of those good game design, great sense of progression type things that this franchise does so well. Should have another boss fight here in a sec. It's gonna be, I don't know, more sloggers. Now we got boss. What's up, loser?
You've made it this far. In the name of your father, cease this foolishness.
Not while there is breath in my body.
Then, for the master, I'll feast on your soul this night.
As promised, let's try out the shield rod combo. Shield rod, Alucard shield combo. Was that it had done 377 damage? Or was that like 37 on 37 on 37? Or was it no damage at all? Can't tell. Chris Agrim time. Bye, nerd. Oh, second form. Death usually has two forms in most Castlevania games. The second form in this one is a little less understandable to me. Eye of Vlad. Luck plus 10. Will be a fun one. Did I? Okay, yeah. Ring of Arcana, Kingstone. Cool. Oh. Buy for 1 second, sword. What's up, demon? You gonna hit that switch again?
Waiting. I am now prepared.
Hit that switch, buddy. You gonna? Oh, there you go.
There's a switch. Perhaps I should press it.
Maybe you should. Bye forever, loser. One of the things that I love so much about these games is that, like, I keep making jokes about how, oh, I could just totally avoid this item or not having to use this weapon anymore. The game lets you do that, though. Like, it lets you pick a specific weapon or a specific loadout or a specific way that you want to approach the game. People do, like, magic-only runs. People do, like, fist-only runs. You can use a particular type of weapon, as that's the one that you want to use. I just like this one because it makes the game easier, and it's fun. And it's usually tied to some type of achievement or trophy in these games, so... For me, personally, it's what I like, but if you were to play this game, you could play it and use whatever you want, or do any kind of method or strategy. And that's also like a Dark Souls game, like... You can use whatever weapon type you like. You can go in with a big sword, you can go in with a tiny little sword, you can use a whip, you can use magic. Totally up to you. The game can be more difficult with different setups and different strategies. Some games, the balance is not that great. Sometimes magic is a lot better in some games. Like Demon Souls, I know for a fact. Like, I was playing that game and I was like, oh, I've never used magic in these Souls games before, but in this game it seems to do just as much damage as most of my swords. And then I got a magic sword because I was speccing that way, and it's like, oh, well, the magic sword is, like, clearly the way to go right now. But whatever suits your fancy. So I love it when the game gives you that freedom to choose the way that you want to play. For me, I mean, like, I do like a stealth game, but when stealth games are like, you alerted a guard, mission failed, I start to tune out. Like, if you only want me to play that one way, or even sometimes having too many choices and like not enough of them feeling like the right choice, I can kind of fall off of a game pretty easily when those kind of things happen. I'm not a fan of like I want to be into like the Dishonored games, but for whatever reason I feel like since there's so many ways to do things and there's like multiple paths through areas, if you go the stealthy route or if you go like the normal route with all the enemies, even like I know like in Dishonored 2 it's a little less stealth focused, people say, and like, oh, you don't have to be as stealthy all the time. But I feel like just by the nature of how the first game was in level design, you kind of do have to explore every path and every area if you want to get all the collectibles and have all the power-ups and like upgrade all your skills all the way. And I guess I prefer games that are a little more open world, I guess, in that aspect, that allow you to complete them any way you like and also go back and get those items, and not have to worry about like stealthing through those sections and not getting caught or whatever. But I guess like I don't like games that would not allow me to get everything to some extent. Like a lot of times when I look up a game that I want to start playing, or if I was thinking about like more recently, it's more oh, is this something that I would want to stream? And I will look up what the achievements or the trophies are, not necessarily to spoil them for myself or to spoil the game for myself, but because I want to see if like how many of these are missable. Because a missable trophy or a missable achievement is like something that I really don't like, because it kind of takes me out of the moment-to-moment gameplay. That's just me. If there's like a couple that are like not that big of a deal, then that's fine. But if it's like every level there's like something secret to do, I don't know. I feel like most of the games I like, you can always go back to certain areas and get whatever you missed. Like, for that reason, I'm not a big fan of super linear games like an Uncharted or even The Last of Us. I know people aren't fans of The Last of Us for other reasons, but I'm not a fan of The Last of Us simply because if you missed some collectible, or if you didn't have enough shivs to open up a locked door in the starting town, you can't go back and get it. You have to replay the entire game again. It's like, I'd rather be able to get everything in the first playthrough, no matter if I missed it or not the first time through an area. Again, just me. Not knocking anybody who likes those kinds of games. Because surely a lot of people are watching me play this and they're like, oh, this is clearly not for me. And that's fine. People like games for different reasons, but everybody who plays games likes them for whatever their reason is. And that's fine. Less gatekeeping, more just celebrating good games. that map. Getting back to what I was saying before, I think that's why, like, when people say, oh, I like games because of their narrative, or, like, they cite narrative as, like, oh, the overall thing, and then they point to a game like an Uncharted or Last of Us, I kind of tense up, because I'm like, is it the narrative you like, or is it, like, the narrative and the gameplay? I'm sure that it is the narrative, and I'm just, in my mind, having my own weird form of gatekeeping, but I prefer something like God of War, where, like, the narrative is backed up by the gameplay, and also allows you to go back and get anything you missed, and, like, not feel like you're missing out on any part of the experience at any time. Wow. That enemy dropped a necklace of J, and then there was just one here. Defense +5. Don't need it. Oh, but what I do need is to re-equip the walk armor, because now it's doing way more defense. 45. Yeah. Because there's a boss coming. Not super difficult now with the Chrysogrim and all that, but could still be difficult. I remember this boss still being kind of a pain in the ass. Health room? Yeah. Cool. Drop another hot save. Should get a trophy for beating this guy too. What's up, buddy? You're just made of weapons, aren't you, Galamoth? Yeah. Death can still happen. Alright. Let's put Galamoth to sleep. Gotta get the diamond again. One of them dirt naps. Yeah, he's got a lot of health. But not impossible to beat. Finished with Kid Dracula started. So I'm assuming Galamoth was like one of the enemies, or one of like the final bosses in the Kid Dracula game. Never played Kid Dracula. Technically I own it because of the whole Castlevania HD collection or whatever. Picked that up on Xbox some time ago because it was on sale. Like $4, and it comes with like most of the Castlevania games that you could play. I think aside from Rondo of Blood and Symphony of the Night. So I do have Symphony of the Night on Xbox, but it's backwards compatible from 360. Ruby Circlet. Does that do anything fun? Restores HP by fire damage. Again, situational. Gas cloud. So now I'm a nasty fart cloud instead of regular mist. I'll fart on my enemies. Yeah, so clear out that top left area in the boss room. And then the room next to it. And then there's an area, there's a couple areas that I missed in the way to these catacombs. And then the area that would be Orlox's quarters and the arena. So I'll go to those two places. Normally Galamoth would be like the one boss that you would do last, probably. So I did do it a lot earlier than I probably should have or would have. But that's fine. Sometimes doing things backwards allows you to become more buff than you should have been fighting the standard earlier enemies anyway. So I might go to some of those bosses coming up and kill them even faster. Level 49. We're getting there. Luckily, I don't have to climb out of here, I just fall out of here. I don't want to hit the warp because I have areas nearby to complete. Yeah. Down and to the left. This is what I meant when I said that this was a game that you could just turn your brain off and just have at it. Did get a Zoe hander though, so it will be fun to see what that looks like. Another thrusting animation. And stick with the Chris Egrin. It's just too good. Alright. So that's all of that taken care of, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, looks like it. And I'm pretty close to where I need to go to the other areas too, so I'll just do that. Yeah. No! Give me that stopwatch. I love how, like, you're in this area, and everything is very much this motif with, like, the bats on the ceiling, or on the walls. Then you get in this room, and you can faintly hear, in my right headphone, I can faintly hear clocks. And then I move over here, and it's very much more pronounced. You can very clearly hear the clocks. It's like, oh, hey. It's not quote-unquote environmental storytelling or any other gaming buzzword that I can think of right now. But good game design. There's one for you. There's a buzzword. Gotta love buzzwords. I didn't need the clock, but I'm coming back for it anyway, just because. Now I need it. How much XP do these guys give? 9851. No, it's 9850. Still giving a good around 4,000-ish. But I am almost dead. I should just move on. If I can. Okay, it's open. I should just go in. Next area. I have to make sure that I actually go to the save room and not a room with a tough enemy. This isn't the save, I'm sure. That's a tough enemy. It's not where I want it to be. Some of the sounds that enemies make just make my day. I think this is a warp, not a save. But I can use it to go someplace safer? Nope. Don't want to be fighting a palette swap werewolf right now. I'm just gonna, for the sake of it, put some potion in my body. I feel like that was a good move. Yeah, this one's the warp. Like a warp to horse. Is this a save just above horse? Or below? And back to goat. There we go. There we goat. Down is progress, which means back in that main room was probably the save. I'll go through Orlox's quarters, back into the grand staircase sort of area, or the chapel, and then back up into the arena through there. I don't want to have to equip the spike breaker just because. Damn. But I can't keep taking hits like that. Thankfully, I don't think there's many more spikes in this area. So I don't have to put it on at all. Another was a boss. think the boss is through that little gap, so I'll just keep exploring this area. Alucard mail. Resist fire, lightning, and ice. I have to give up a lot, though. I also got the Alucard sword, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. It's like the 3 items you start the game with: the Alucard sword, the Alucard shield, the Alucard mail. And I have it all now, but I don't think it's all that great. Personally. It's supposed to be like, oh, you're finally back to your old self. It's like, no. I'm better. Save. Heal. Flying zombies, because when you kill them, quote unquote, their top half starts flying around, independent of its bottom half. Let me connect these areas first, and then go back and kill that boss. Nice, okay. Those flying zombies are another one to the list of weird enemy death sounds. honestly forgot who this boss is. Oh, Mummy Man. Nice. Already over. Bye-bye. Continue Simon's quest. Relics. Was the rib of Vlad, so I have plus 10 Constitution. It was also like a part of Castlevania 2, Simon's quest, was gathering the parts and pieces of Dracula so you could defeat him for real, for real. Yeah, I'll loop back around and then go to that small section of Orlox's quarters. And then I can... Well, I could probably just go and beat the game. There's other things to wrap up, but... nothing to stop me from saving and then beating the final boss and then... doing cleanup on the next stream. I think when the used to be a boss enemies are just enemies, they have much less... Yeah, this layout's just a little more friendly for certain games. Retro games that I don't necessarily need the whole screen for. Good to see you again, though, Q. Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, up. Last little area. Oh yeah, when I came back through here earlier, it was like I had to hit them multiple times, and now it's like, well, still gotta hit them multiple times, it's not that much. I'll wait to go through any of those. Clear out the rest of the rooms first. I'll keep the ricochet rock because it is sort of useful. In that you don't really have to aim it at enemies, you can just kind of throw it and hope that it hits a bunch of people a bunch of times. And I will need it to hit a bunch of people a bunch of times soon, because the next boss is 3 enemies at once. Bran! That's a man's name. He made a garbage sword, though. Okay, back down here, and then across. Not my controller battery. I don't want to have to plug that in now. Not too much longer now, though. Nearing the end of the inverted castle, anyway. There's that other save. Okay. I think that the down path is the one that goes into the arena for the boss fight, and up here is more exploration. Yep. You go in from the fog door side, which normally you're not supposed to go in through. You're unable to go in through because you don't get the fog ability until after that boss fight. We'll do a sneaky on him. Three skeletons. Oh no! It's Sypha! And I think Simon and Grant. It's like... Or Trevor. Because Sypha and Trevor, right? So it's like the protagonists of Castlevania 3. Resurrected from the dead, just for you to kill them. doing that weird thing where it's not registering the room again. Might have to just go this way. Hopefully it clears out. Yep. Okay, and now just straight across through that one section that I didn't get. And then back up into final boss chamber. And then I'll know from that point if I go in and I clear out every room near it. See if a trophy pops or not. Hopefully it does. Hopefully I don't have to do too much more cleanup and I can just focus on specific trophies next stream. But, you know, if I gotta play more of this game, I'm not gonna complain. The definition of comfort food. I think I did pretty good. Having only started the inverted castle at the beginning of this stream, and now pretty much being done. I had said that I was about 50% of the way through at the end of last stream, and I think I was pretty right about it, but that was like 6 whole hours of gameplay. This is another like 3.5 so far? 4? Kind of going a little bit longer, but no big deal. Should have gone to the other room first. There's another life max up and heart max up. Should have got those first, then saved. So I don't have to do it again next time. But what I'll do is I'll clear out the map in those rooms. Oh, there's not a health and life max, just a heart refresh. I'll clear out the map here first, then go back and save again. Just so I don't have to clear out this room next time I play. Not about repeating things. If I don't have to. Okay. So there's one square still in the middle there. I'm sure that I did not, but if I did everything right, dropping in that square will pop a trophy. It won't, though. I doubt it will. I'm sure there's stuff in the first castle that I missed. Fingers crossed anyway. If you're watching on YouTube, you probably already paused the video to see that I haven't done the right things that I need to do. Make sure I have the right things equipped. Guess I don't need this guy. Could throw on... Okay, the Sunstone now is what does it. Talisman may absorb damage taken. I'd rather just have flat out boosts to everything. Alright, what's up, Shaft? Loser.
All hail the son of our master, stronger than the mightiest hunter.
So you are the one called Shaft?
I am he.
You made Belmont Lord of the Castle. Why?
Because we tire of these hunters and their holy power. If they would but turn on one another.
Then the strongest one among them would eliminate the rest. Belmont.
Yes. So I converted him, brought him here to lure the rest, to force them all to fight and die.
But you never planned for me, and now you failed.
Ha! Your human soul as frail as his was. You'll take his place. I'll tear that soul apart.
Already done.
No!
Your beloved darkness awaits you. Dwell there for all eternity.
Ha! I die victorious. Count Dracula rises even now. Let him purge the world in flames.
Father.
Well met, my son. It's been a long time.
Not nearly long enough. I can't allow you to leave here, Father.
Do you still side with humanity? Have you forgotten what they did to your mother?
You think I would forget such a... No. But neither do I seek revenge against them.
Enough of your nonsense! Away with your humanity! Stand with me as Prince of all the world!
You will never touch this world again. In Mother's name, I swear it.
Tremble before my true form!
I don't know what that trophy was for. From Axe Knight to Zombie?
Go back to the abyss. Trouble the soul of my mother no more.
How could I have lost?
You lost your heart, your soul. You'll never win without them.
Love the design of his, like, true final form.
So,
It's like a bunch of
tragically
monsters trying to burst
sacrificed
out
all
from
I
a single
held
entity.
dear in a search for power,
But it's still just him
did I?
sitting on a throne.
Did you not?
Tell me, what were Lisa's last words?
She said, do not hate humans. If you cannot live with them, then at least do them no harm, for theirs is already a hard lot. She also said that she would love you for eternity.
Lisa, forgive me. Farewell, my son.
Oh, from Axe Knight to Zombie, from A to Z. That's probably defeating every enemy in the bestiary. Okay. And then the trophy for getting the good ending. I think there's a whole other area that unlocks now that you get the good ending. Because I'm pretty sure there's an area at the very beginning of the castle that, like, it looked like you could jump down, but you could not up until now. There are some games that have an area like this where it's just like a maze of just like going floor by floor of really difficult enemies and like boss rush mode almost.
So you made it.
But I forget if it's in this game or
You're
not.
all right.
So you had to fight your own father? It's my fault. If I hadn't been so weak, we wouldn't be here.
Not so. I had my own reasons to face him.
Still, it couldn't have been easy.
It wasn't. But remember, the only thing necessary for evil to triumph
Is for good men to do nothing.
So what now, Alucard?
The blood in my veins is cursed. It's best for the world if I disappear, now and forever.
I see.
Farewell, then. We'll not meet again.
Alucard,
Well, are you going after him or not?
I'm sorry. I have to follow him. I can't just...
It's all right. Hurry up and catch him. If anyone can save him, you can.
Thank you, Richter, for everything.
Thank you, Maria.
I think I also cannot skip these credits. But that's the good ending, quote unquote. I guess I have to sit through this. I probably could just quit the game on the PS5 side and then restart it and get back to the game pretty quickly that way. But I enjoyed the little session sitting here, watching the names go by and listening to the music the first time, so I'll do that again. And then I'll check the game and check the trophies and see what's left to get an idea of what the cleanup's going to be like next stream. Yeah, I guess it is a happy ending. You get to, like, at least talk to Dracula and be like, you're not coming back this time, dude. But here's some kind words. And bye-bye for now. Spoiler alert, Dracula comes back again. He kind of just keeps coming back because people just keep wanting him to come back. And in other games, Alucard does make appearances, but it's in more modern times. I think the next one, or at least the ones that I remember the most, in the Aria of Sorrow and Dawn of Sorrow games on Game Boy Advance and DS respectively, it takes place in Japan in like modern day times, and you get sucked into Dracula's castle. There's like an eclipse happening, and Dracula's castle appears in the eclipse, and you get sucked in, and like a bunch of other people that are like friends of yours get sucked in, and throughout your journey you run into a guy who's like in a black business suit, and he's got like slick black hair, and it looks very much like Alucard, and his name is Arikado, which, like, said phonetically in Japanese is like Arikado. It's like Alucard. It's very much like phonetically a pun on the name Alucard. So the whole time it's like clearly, oh, it's Alucard. He doesn't say it up until like the very end of the game. And it's like, oh, he reveals himself and he's like, I'm the son of Dracula. It's like, well, why are you here? If you're the son of Dracula, aren't you like, you're like here to fight him? What are you doing? And he explains like, oh no, my dad's an asshole. I try to beat him every time he comes up because he's trying to destroy humanity, and I don't want that. So, if and when Nintendo does release the Castlevania Advance Collection, fingers crossed that does actually happen. Again, I spoke about it last time during the credits that it appeared on a I think Australian ratings board or store page briefly, and it leaked that way. I doubt that it's going to happen, just because I doubt Konami properties getting turned into video games again, because Konami doesn't really do video games. Then again, they do collections. There already is a Castlevania collection HD collection for most modern consoles, so I wouldn't put it past them to do it. It would probably just be the Game Boy Advance games, and I don't expect many upgrades to the gameplay or visuals, which I'm fine with. I don't want that. I don't want them to do like a Link's Awakening DX sort of upgrade to the graphics, because I think the games are perfect as they are with the pixel aesthetic and the retro stylings. I will play it if it comes out, and if they come to Steam, if it does become a thing, I will absolutely play it on stream. All three of them, because they are good games, all in the vein of this one. So yeah. Let's see where we're at now. Yeah, it said clear on the save file. It shows rooms, but not... Like when I pull up the map, it doesn't show a completion percentage. So that's not totally helpful. Let's see what the trophies look like. 68%. That's getting them all. Alright. Shafted, that's to play through the Richter playthrough and get all the way to Shaft and beat Shaft in the upside down castle. Relax in a chair long enough to catch some Z's. Hear the song of the fairy familiar. View the circle of life underneath the view of a telescope. Successfully eat a peanut. Become an axe knight. Summon each Dawn Warrior at least once. This one's hidden. Collect and equip the full Alucard set. Equip Joseph's cloak and set custom colors for Alucard. Equip the secret boots. I already have those in my inventory. Summon a cow using the shield rod and the Mablung sword. Purchase the duplicator. Cast each of Alucard's spells at least once. And obtain 200.6% map completion. So not too many difficult things. A lot of them I already have in my inventory, like the secret boots, the peanut, a lot of the weapons that it said to have. But I will do that on the next stream. It's been fun so far, and I hope you've enjoyed following along. If you missed any of the stream and you want to watch any bits that you might have walked away from, or if you showed up late, you can always go to my YouTube page and watch the stream there. I'll be putting up the VOD tomorrow. The second part of this playthrough is on there as well. I even made a handy-dandy playlist to put all the Castlevania Symphony of the Night videos directly in. I didn't record the first one, so it's kind of like part 2 of 1 and then part 3 of 2, which is weird. But next stream, I'll clean up the rest of the things that I need to do in this game to get the platinum. And it'd probably be kind of weird to like swap consoles out in the middle of a gameplay sort of session, so I might just pop back into Ratchet & Clank for the rest of that stream. I played a little bit on my own afterwards since the last time I streamed that game, but I'll play a little more of that just to fill out the time. And then the next stream after that, I'll play a new game, which I will reveal once I'm totally done with Symphony of the Night. But until then, thank you very much for hanging out, if you have hung out, and I hope to see you next time. Peace out.